This is The Scoop for Friday.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Juanita Hurtado Huérfano with the WMNF News headlines. Governor Ron DeSantis signed James Duckett's death warrant in February for the killing of an 11-year-old girl. But his execution was postponed after the Florida Supreme Court demanded more DNA testing. According to the executive director of Floridians for Alternatives to the Death Penalty, Grace Hanna, the early DNA results were inconclusive due to shortcomings at the lab.
Florida Department of Law Enforcement conducts all testing in criminal cases unless they are unable to because of their technical capabilities. In Mr. Duckett's case, FDLE found that they were not able to carry out the correct type of testing to appropriately analyze his data, and so they were able to select an alternate lab.
In the alternative lab, they said further testing could lead to more definitive results. It was then that Duckett's team petitioned the circuit court again, but the motion was denied. They took the case back to the Florida Supreme Court, which ruled in their favor yesterday.
In requiring the state to provide them with the complete and full results of that DNA testing so that it can be evaluated by an appropriate expert. So this opens the door for him to prove his innocence once and for all.
Duckett still needs to go through a hearing at the circuit court before the results become available and undergo further testing. The documentary Without Shade, Without Rest was screened in Tampa last week as part of an ongoing effort to raise awareness about the Fair Food Program. That initiative from the Coalition of Immocal Workers works as a contract between big retail companies like Walmart and farm workers. Companies agree to only buy produce from farmers and industries that abide by the heat regulations and worker protections set by the coalition. These include water, shading, and heat breaks when temperatures go above 90 degrees. For Lupe Gonzalez, the Fair Food Program is about righting the historical abuse of agricultural workers. Her answers were translated by Marcos Martins.
And as workers, we have seen and we have been victims of abuses such as wage theft, sexual harassment, and even in extreme cases, modern-day slavery in the agriculture industry.
The film also rings the alarm on the need for increased protections as Florida experiences droughts and record-high temperatures. The coalition's partner organization, We Count, will be part of the May Day demonstrations today in Miami. Yesterday, 4 development teams presented their plans for the Tropicana field in St. Petersburg. According to the Tampa Bay Times, the 4 developers are looking at the 86 acres in the historic gas plant district that are currently mostly parking locations. Mayor Ken Welch hopes to choose one or more of the proposals in June, but a contract will not be finalized until the summer of 2027, when a new mayor may hold office. Welch sees the proposals as an opportunity to invest in jobs, affordable housing, and opportunities for local businesses. Changes are coming for bus routes in Hillsborough County. WMNF's Chris Young reports on the changes starting on June 7th.
According to a graphic provided by Hart, 13 routes will see schedule changes and 2 routes in Ybor City will be changed. And routes 24LX, 25LX, and Hartflex South County will no longer be in service. Christina Carter has lived in Hillsborough County almost 61 years. She says she relies on Hartflex.
If I need to go to the grocery store, if I need to go to Walmart to get something to fix my house, or Home Depot, I'm going to have to take the big bus, which is route number 31, which will go up 41 and have to do my shopping in Brandon, 25 miles away.
Mariella Smith is a former county commissioner and former chair of Hart's board.
What they're doing is eliminating services that serve the unincorporated area and beefing up a couple of routes in the city of Tampa. And that's unfair.
In a message to WMNF, a representative from Hart says the proposed changes come from a comprehensive operational analysis, which weighed input from, quote, customers, employees, and stakeholders. See more specific changes on WMNF.org. Chris Young, WMNF News.
Today, it will be humid and cloudy with highs in the high 80s. Tonight, it will be partially cloudy and humid with lows in the low 70s. Tomorrow, it will be cloudy with highs in the mid-80s. I'm Juanita Hurtado Huérfano with the WMNF News Headlines.
This is The Scoop, recorded at WMNF Tampa.